Hey there, thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. We finally arrived, right? But how prepared are you for 2024? This is going to be a year among all years, guys. So listen up. I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up that in order for you to crush 2024 in the very best way possible, you're going to need to dust off your tights. You have to dust off your cape and make it your best year ever. Okay, so we got a little bit of work to do. So my goal in this video is to illuminate what the overall general theme is going to be for 2024. And then we're going to break off into talking about how is the universal year of 2024 going to affect your personal year. Okay, you've got to stay tuned for this. If there was ever a year to be prepared for, this is it. Okay. It's going to pack a punch. There's no question. But if you play it right, 2024 may be your very best year ever. Okay. Here's what you need to know, though. Given that 2023 has had us all in our heads because it's been a seven universal year, it's time to put into motion all of those things you were planning, all those things you were thinking about, all the things you're pondering and dreaming about. 2024, guys, it's going to be like a year on steroids, okay? It's a big energy. There's going to be a lot of power struggle going on. There's going to be a lot of a need to step into your power, all that going on. So let's first talk about the overall theme for 2024. So we want to consider that 2024 is an 8 universal year because 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8, right? Simple math. You know I only do simple math, right? So the 8 universal year is going to promote all kinds of things. One of the things is that the 8 vibration observes the law of cause and effect. So what does that even mean? Well, often what rolls out in the 8 universal year is as a result of the decisions that we have personally made years before. However, we're talking about the global influence now. So this will likely have a cause and effect about the actions that our world leaders have taken. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how that's going to roll out, right? But we can always choose to respond to it in a more positive way. Okay. That's our responsibility this year. So, but we're going to see the consequences of the actions taken from years before. We're going to see financial and material gain. That'll be a big focus because that's exactly what the 8's about. Financial advancement. It's going to be about success in business and also in investments, but it can also include a lot of fluctuation in the money market. So just be a little careful. Don't be too overly zealous about investing in the year of 8 because it can go one way or the other. Remember, there's a positive and a negative side to each number. Really good for career advancements that require a little bit more management, maybe a little bit more authority opportunities for you. It's a good year for that. It's an energy that promotes power and confidence, allowing you to stand in or possibly reclaim power that you may have been giving away over time. It's a great time to pursue your goals, go after them. And although the 8 is about success, it also stresses the need for balance. Okay, when you think of the number 8, you put it on its side, it's the infinity knot, right? Whatever goes around comes around. So it's all about, striking that balance. It also stresses the need for money management, that you need to manage your money a bit more effectively and your time a little bit more effectively. It's a time to take responsibility for your actions, own the way that you respond to things. Okay, we're all going to be a little bit power hungry in 2024. We're all feeling that need to step it up. So everybody's going to be a little bit on edge, and you might feel a little bit of competition going on. Okay. Given that the 8 is about manifestation, you might see the results of your previous actions coming to light in 2024, as I said earlier. So you want to make sure that you're making choices that align better with your long-term goals. Okay. Otherwise, the poor decisions will manifest in the next cycle of the next 8-year cycle. So we want to make sure we're making really good goals and good decisions. You might find social status becoming a little bit more important to you this year. The opportunity for leadership in your workplace, possibly in your community, maybe even within your family and social circles, that's going to present itself. On a global scale, there's undoubtedly going to be a focus on global economic conditions. It's constantly in the news, isn't it? Financial markets are going to be highlighted in the news. Global power dynamics are going to come to light. This could include struggles for power within global leaders. Yeah, an escalated need for power reflected in the wars, for sure. It could be a sudden change in leadership as well. There's going to be a heightened awareness of the need for balance and justice on a global scale. So the consequences of actions from the past are going to be highlighted this year, once again, right? But there's also a possibility for technological and business advancements, really common under the influence of the 8. So what can you do to best support yourself during this time? First of all, you want to stay away from the news. Turn CNN off. Seriously, bad news sells. It's intended to sell. It's intended to get us all hyped up and upset. It's intended to drop our vibrations, right? So trust me, if it's that important to know, somebody's going to tell you about it, right? You're never going to be in the dark. Somebody will tell you what's important to know. So be your own best superhero. Seriously, keep your vibes running as high as you can so you can soar above the drama that's inevitable next year. We're going to see a lot of it next year. Remember, it's a power struggle year, right? So we want to stay positive. You're always creating your reality by the way you choose to respond to everything. So make good choices. Maintain an attitude of gratitude. Even when the going gets tough, you know, it does for all of us. You want to give thanks for the lessons. When something tough raises its head, you want to pause for a second and go, that's interesting. I wonder what I'm supposed to learn about that. You want to approach your obstacles with a sense of gratitude. Thanks for the lesson. Appreciate that. It means one lesson I don't have to learn next time around, right? So we want to make sure that you are focusing on things with an attitude of gratitude, but also focusing on obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than limitations, okay? Look at the possibilities rather than limitations. That's going to be really big for us next year. So remembering that the 8 is about empowerment, and empowerment happens when you get the lesson that the universe is hurling at you, right? So if you want to keep resisting it, it's going to keep persisting. You know, what you resist persists, right? We don't want to be doing that. So accept the lesson with grace, accept it with gratitude, and you know what? The lesson comes a lot quicker, for sure. Stay focused on what you want rather than what you do not want. Remember, the 8 is a manifesting energy. Whatever you give your energy, attention, and focus to, it's going to get bigger. So focus on what you want. The planet, oh my God, guys, the planet is depending on you to maintain a positive vision for humanity. As corny as it sounds, love really is all any one of us needs right now. And Mother Nature needs your love too. So don't forget to give her a little bit of love, show her a bit of appreciation, pray for Mother Nature because she's hurting right now for sure. So let's talk about how your personal year is going to be affected in 2024. Your universal year is calculated by adding up the numbers in the year, right? So 2024 is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. So all you're going to do is to determine your personal year is you're going to simply add your month of birth to your day of birth and then add the universal year of 8 to it. So for example, if you're born on November 26th, right? November 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus the 8 for the universal year equals 18. Reduce it. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Okay, so we know now that the 9 is the personal year that you'd be born in, or that you were experiencing, sorry. So let's begin by examining the general theme for 2024 for the personal years. Remembering that we're all under the influence, regardless of what personal year you're in, we are all going to be under this umbrella influence of the 8, okay? So if you happen to be in a personal year of 1, this is all about new beginnings. It's all a very new, ambitious, forward-moving kind of an energy. The 8 universal year is going to turbocharge your efforts to get moving. Man, wouldn't I love to be in a 1 personal year in an 8 universal year? That is a sweet lineup. This is a time to plant some seeds, especially as it relates to building a business, focusing on your career, and just general interest in your money overall, your finances. It's also going to be supporting you to set new healthy boundaries with people as you begin to examine how you may have been giving your power away. This offers you a really great new start where you can maybe draw some lines in the sand, make sure that people aren't crossing it. If you happen to be in a personal year of 2, those in the personal year of 2 may find themselves entering into partnerships for the sake of financial success. The 2 is about partnership. The 8 vibration, right? The 8 vibration is saying that's about business. So this is going to be an excellent time to shift the focus away from just yourself, right? That was last year, the year of 1. Now it's about you and someone else, but it's to shift it to shared goals, okay? And shared ambitions. So once again, the 8 universal year is going to be supporting partnerships to secure success. If you happen to be in a personal year of 3, those in the personal year of 3 are naturally inspired to express themselves in a creative way. So this creativity might be focused on financial reward to whatever creative projects that you have on the go, things that you've created. It's a great time to promote your creative ideas that will actually offer financial benefits and rewards. Okay, so whatever you've got on the go that's sort of a creative nature, make sure you put your best foot forward next year, well, 2024. So personal year of 4, those in a 4 personal year are going to be supported by creating a step-by-step plan to secure the success, right? The 4 brings in that steady Eddie kind of energy, one step after the other. This is going to be a great year to revisit your financial portfolio and to come up with a plan for financial success moving forward. The 8 universal year is about manifestation, but in order to manifest, it begins with a plan. So your ability to focus on a plan and to see it through to the end is going to be emphasized this year, big time. Okay, it's a wonderful lineup. The 4 personal year with an 8 universal year, poof, awesome, sweet. Personal year of 5. So those in a 5 personal year are going to be looking for a bit more excitement this year. You guys just came out of your 4 year, which was kind of structured. So maybe you're looking for a bit of freedom this time around. But last year you may have felt a little bit stuck, a little caught up in the details, caught up in the work. But this is a year to go again. This is a go time, forward moving kind of energy. You're going to need to stay open to new possibilities, new opportunities that are going to encourage change and foster financial growth and rewards. You're going to need to remain flexible. You're going to need to remain a little bit more adaptable to be able to roll with the sometimes scattered nature of the 5 personal year. So even though you're out of that 4 personal year and you're in that 5, you still have to, toe the line and make sure that you're focusing on what it is you want, because the 5 has a tendency to scatter us all over the place. When we move into our personal year of 6, those in a personal year of 6 are going to be asked to focus on achieving financial success while also maintaining balance in your personal life. Okay, you're going to feel a little bit like this in 2024. You might feel pulled in 2 different directions as you try to establish balance between your family responsibilities and also your work responsibility. So this year brings in a bigger need for perfectionism. So the need for balance is even more so important this year. This is also going to bring an interest in your physical home, the actual dwelling of your home, the building that you live in. Is it time to move? You might be considering the costs involved with staying where you are or downsizing. Maybe you're thinking about renovating or possibly considering the financial needs of your family. Because remember, the 6 is an influence on the responsibility of the home and the family, and the 8 universal umbrella brings in the issue around money. So you might have, somebody in your family, one of your kids, a parent, somebody, extended family member who's looking for a little bit more financial support this year. So be ready. Personal year of 7, those in a personal year of 7 might be offered an opportunity to balance your spiritual interests with your material success. So this would be a great year to develop a business related to your interest in spirituality. It's a time to start integrating your inner wisdom with more practical achievements. Grounding is definitely going to be necessary. Maybe you've been thinking about creating a spiritual business. This is a year to fine tune it. Do your research, but you may want to wait until next year to launch when you're in an 8 personal year. Take advantage of the universal year of 8 influence this year, the universal influence this year, and then go for it next year in your personal year of 8. The personal year of 7 is a little bit of a difficult year to make a big decision in, because it will leave you second guessing your decision, because it's a head case year, right? So we want to make sure that you're making decisions that are grounded. The 7 doesn't always leave us very well grounded. Trust me, I know, because I am a 7. Anyway, personal year of 8, moving right along. Those in a personal year of 8 have won the lottery this year. 8 on an 8. That's what I call it, 8 on an 8. It's a really fabulous vibration to have. This is a personal year of 8 on steroids, big time. Okay, this combination can be really great for all things related to management, business, leadership, financial success. It's a year to really look at where you are financially and to create a new plan for your goals. Be careful not to be overbearing this year. Remember I talked about, everybody's kind of a bit of power hungry this year. We're all looking to be the boss. This is a strong vibration that's going to be bringing in more confidence and courage. So think before you speak, right? You guys, if you're in an 8 personal year with the 8 universal year, you're going to, kind of have this King Kong kind of a attitude going on where you want to just slay the world and make everything, come together. But it can be really annoying, and it can be a little bit too big an energy for most people to handle. So if you want to be successful, you have to learn, again, the balance and playing nice in the sandbox. But it is a sweet lineup. I'm not going to lie. It's an awesome lineup for sure to really, really manifest what it is you're looking for. Last but not least, we're looking at the personal year of 9. So those in a personal year of 9 are going to be looking to tie up loose ends. This is a year of endings, making room for new beginnings next year in your 1 personal year. It's a time to create space for new things. You may feel the need to clean up some debt this year. If it's possible, fabulous time to do it. Get your finances in better shape. You may also be exploring where you've become someone's doormat. Okay, it's time to take back your power. This is going to be a time to assess the company that you've been keeping, right? Are these people building you up or tearing you down? If they're disempowering in any way, it's time. It's time to let them go. Whatever is standing in the way of you standing in your personal power and authority may need to go. This is your final opportunity to clean up after 8 years of life experiences. Create space so that you can travel light next year, right? So this would be, the 9 personal year. If you've got people that are kind of, pushing your buttons and taking advantage of you, maybe you need to examine how that came to be. How did you teach them how to treat you? Did you refuse to speak up for yourself? Are you a bit of a people pleaser, and their bad behavior, you kind of went, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to create any drama, Well, you've taught them that it's okay. But this would be a really great year, a 9 personal year with the influence of the 8 umbrella, to say, guess what? This is not okay anymore, right? I am drawing a line in the sand. I am setting a boundary, and I'm going to adhere to that boundary. You will no longer be treating me like that. And if the person doesn't like it, guess what? They're gone, right? All right. So I hope that that's brought you up to speed and that you've got all the tools that you need moving forward. Honestly, guys, this is, if we use it right, this is going to be an amazing, amazing year for all of us. But we have to remain positive. We have to remain in a state of gratitude. We need to understand that we are all one. We all have a purpose for being here. We all have our own unique set of lessons that we're learning. There's so much more to look at too. In your numerology chart, there's an essence at play as well, which the essence is like the color, if you will, that's going to be added to your numerology chart that tells us, how am I going to go through this year more specifically, what's going on. So if you want to explore doing a numerology reading with me, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to share that information with you. Let's take a look at all of the cycles. There's lots of them at play right now. I want you to succeed in 2024. I want you to have your absolute best year ever. So for now, I want you to pull on your tights, strap on your cape, and choose to make 2024 your best year ever. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year to you.